sex on the first date, a new dating app that hooks you up with people who hate the same things as you, and how much people are spending this Valentine's Day. This and more coming up. What's up guys, it's me Lori, and this is another installment of Sex in the News. Sorry it's been a little while since I made my last video. I've had to take a little break because of a medical reason, but I am back and I'm ready to go. The National Retail Federation believes that people in the US will have spent $18.2 billion on things like cards and chocolate and flowers this Valentine's Day. That's an average of about $137 per person. So before I continue, let me know in the comments down below, do you think the number's too high? Is it too low? So it gets more interesting. Aside from predicting how much they think people are going to spend on Valentine's Day, NRF says that there's a generational shift going on in terms of what people are spending their money on. Valentine's Day cards, for example, are getting less popular now. 47% of people say that they're going to buy a card this year, and that's down from 63% 10 years ago. People say that this is because they're more likely to send emojis instead. Also, according to NRF, the younger you are, the more likely you are to spend your money for Valentine's Day on an experience instead of a gift. So you might do a spa day or some sort of like concert ticket or other kind of event instead of buying a present. So sex on the first date is still a controversial topic. A lot of people disagree on whether you should do it and whether you shouldn't. But according to Match.com, which just released its latest survey called Singles in America, the answer really depends on your age. The survey shows that millennials are 48% more likely to have sex before a first date than previous generations. It also shows that 28% of millennials believe that sex factors into their decision on whether they love someone or not. Some people may take this data as showing that millennials are more promiscuous or sex obsessed than previous generations. I disagree. By getting sex out of the way early, I feel that some people are acknowledging that sex is an important way that you connect with another person, but it's also acknowledging the fact that sex is just sex. Assuming you were comfortable with it, it was good and you liked it and you want to keep doing it with that person, you can then move on to really getting to know who that person is instead of obsessing over when you're going to have sex with that person. But really, the message here should be that people should feel free to sleep with whomever they want, as early or late in the process as they want, without judgment. What do you guys think? What generation are you in, and would you have sex on the first date? Let me know in the comments below. I don't know about you, but it feels like dating profiles all start to blend together after a while. It's like everybody is a down-to-earth foodie who loves to travel and watch Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? Well, a new dating app is offering to shake things up a little. It's called Hater, and true to its name, it matches you with people who hate the same things you do. The app launched this month and basically offers people a list of thousands of things that they can declare their hate for, like slow walkers or bad tippers. It sounds a little gimmicky, but maybe they're onto something, because when I think about even just my friendships, I feel like I bond with people just as much over things that we complain about as we do over things that we mutually like. Moving on, there's some controversy right now in Utah where lawmakers have rejected a bill that would allow parents to choose whether or not their kids can get comprehensive sexual education. The bill would have been a slight improvement over the current situation because in Utah right now, sex education teachers are not allowed to talk about contraception, premarital sex, or homosexuality. They promote abstinence-only sex ed despite data showing that that type of sexual education can lead to a lot of misinformation and also higher rates of teenage pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. Anyway, one porn site decided to step up and call Utah out. People who go to X Hamster from Utah now will get a pop-up that says Utahns actually consume the most porn per capita of any state. And then it'll give them an option to go to a PG-13 site for sex education or to just continue on to the porn. It's kind of funny, but it also makes sense because with all the blocks that we have getting good sex education out to kids, people are probably learning more about sex from porn sites than they are from schools and their parents. Meanwhile, Pornhub, which is the giant site that gets 88 billion views per year, is also starting its own sex ed website, and it's called the Pornhub Sexual Wellness Center. People who reviewed some of the information on the site say that it has its flaws, but hey, some information is better than nothing, right? In the next bit of news, Dr. Ruth has some advice for older people who want to stay sexually active, and one of those tips is to try morning sex. The 88-year-old who has a book out about sex over 50 says that at the end of a night, people can be drained and tired from a whole day of activity, so it's better to try it in the morning or in the daytime when you have had a full night's sleep. And the last story some of you may not be thrilled with is about period sex. Opinions about this, of course, are all over the place. So much so that it probably deserves its own video. Until then, the show called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend has released a whole song about it, and I'll leave a clip for you here.
Period sex, it's a little gross, but I'm less likely to get pregnant during period sex. period sex.
That's it for today, guys. As always, I'll leave all the information down below with the links and everything, and I'll also include some extra links for reading if you want to read more on the subject. Welcome, by the way, to all the new subscribers. I'm really excited to have you here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click the subscribe button down below, and also remember to turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any videos going forward. See you guys in the next one. Bye.